What's going on, pilots? It's your boy Varney from Mainface TCG, coming at you with some huge Gundam card game news in the very first video on our new channel. This past weekend, me and my boys, Mike and Dan, were at Bandai Card Game Fest in Orlando, Florida, and let me tell you, the hype for the Gundam card game is real. First things first, lock July 25th, 2025 in your calendars, because that's when the Gundam card game officially launches. Now, why is that date so important? Well, we got our hands on the beta, and not only did we run some battles, but we got to give Bandai our feedback in a super extensive survey. They wanted to know our thoughts on everything, from the mechanics and the art, right down to the font size on the cards. This means that they're still designing and fine-tuning cards, which would explain why the beta only includes a small subset from Starter X and Set 1. So there will most certainly be some changes and surprises between now and launch day, really keying in on the fact that this is a beta. GD01 and the Starter X haven't even gone to print yet. Oh, wait, that was a surprise. Speaking of surprises, if you want the full breakdown of our beta experience and want to stay up to date with all Gundam card game news, make sure you're locked into our new podcast, Ready to Deploy. We're dropping our first episode tomorrow on Spotify and YouTube, so subscribe now and join our Mobile Suit Squadron. Back to the intel from Orlando. We got some details on what the color red will focus on in the game. Get ready for some serious firepower, because red is all about direct damage. That means you can melt your opponent's units without even attacking. And since damage sticks around between battles, you can imagine how powerful that will be. Talk about bringing the heat. Now, we're all waiting to see how Bandai balances this, because red could be seriously OP. But I mean, who doesn't love a little bit of explosive action? And speaking of action, get ready for 4 new starter decks. We've got the Blue-White Heroic Beginnings, Green-Blue Wings of Advance, Red-Green Zeon's Rush, and White-Red Siege Strike. We'll get a better idea of what each deck is about as more cards drop, especially for those decks featuring the fiery red. And finally, the big reveal that I alluded to earlier. Set 1 will be known as GD01 New Type Rising. This set will feature units and characters from the OG Mobile Suit Gundam, as well as the Wing, Seed, Unicorn, and Witch from Mercury series. But wait, there's more! Want to get your hands on these cards early? Store trial events are opening for registration on January 16th. Follow the official Gundam card game English pages on both X and Facebook, and keep it locked on the Mainface TCG, Discord, and YouTube channel for updates. We'll be dropping all the details on our Discord, so make sure to join the community. And a word of warning, pilots, please try not to feed the scalpers. We know the hype is real, but trust me when I tell you, these trial decks are not worth the $300+ that people are asking. Admittedly, Mike and I are hypocrites as we snagged some ourselves over the weekend, but in full disclosure, we paid between $110 to $150 for ours. We set a limit to pay at most double MSRP, and we stuck to that, for the most part. Check the link in the description for participating local game stores near you. Support your LGS so that you can get your game on without breaking the bank. No LGS near you supporting Gundam though, and you want to jump on board early? Don't worry, there's other ways to play. The community has developed a tabletop simulator mod, and thanks to Eggman Events, there's an easy way to print proxies for physical or webcam play. So unless you have money to waste, honestly, don't waste your time trying to grab overpriced beta kits. The link for Eggman Events will be in the description down below. Oh, and one last thing. Bandai also announced a new tabletop miniatures game called Gundam Assemble. Now, we don't know anything about the rules yet, but here's the kicker. You can use the assemble figures, and you get 3 per starter set, as tokens in the card game. Is this necessary? No, not really. Is it cool though? Yeah, I mean, absolutely. More Gundam for everyone. It's a win-win for Bandai and for us Gundam fanatics. So there you have it, pilots. The Gundam card game is on the horizon, and we're locked and loaded for launch. Make sure you're subscribed to Mainface TCG for all the latest updates, and don't forget to check out our new podcast, Ready to Deploy. Until next time, keep your beam sabers sharp.